the air. HugNation is here from a cocoon on a beautiful day, outstanding day here in Southern California, and the trees are green. The sunshine is pushing back into the darkness. No longer fog. We had fog earlier.
Yeah.
And planes with me. And we rejoice to touch you by voice and by picture. And thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for being here. This is actually a kind of a fun week because this is the first week that we've done HugNation since you joined MySpace.
Yes, that's an unusual, thrilling experience, and I was able, through my grandson's help, to join a group that creates buddies. And I just learned to fill out certain little facts there. MySpace is started by a firm in California, in Los Angeles, and right now it's been free. So I grew up in the Depression, so I took anything that was free. And you know that I have received over 60 responses of men and women who said, I want to be in your buddy space.
They want to be your friend, yeah.
And the word buddy and the mean space, the meaning of words like that, space is in our togetherness. We all occupy space. I wonder if we're accountable anyway to anything for how we use that space. To live, to breathe, to choose, to have eyes that enjoy beauty. Here's a beautiful picture of my grandson, and he did babysitting yesterday. First time he's had a chance to bond in his own arms with his little nephew named Caleb.
That's right.
Show the picture to him.
Well, I'll hold up that picture, sure. And this is actually a little bit of a Photoshop in this picture. This is not actually his real hair.
No.
But I wanted to make sure that my brother and my sister-in-law didn't get too comfortable with leaving their kid with me. I want to make sure they always think that whenever the baby comes back from my house,
yes,
something crazy could have happened.
All kinds of implications in all kinds of implications in that, and I'm glad you made his little hair pink. That's beautiful.
Someone was asking in the website, if you only watch the archives, you should know that we do this live at Tuesday, 1 p.m. Pacific Coast time. You can go to HugNation.com to find the link to our video chat room where we broadcast live. Someone just wrote in, how do we find Grandpa on MySpace? You can go to myspace.com/Grandpa Caleb, and that's your address. Or if you want to go to my page, he is one of my top friends, so you can link to him that way. So it's
exciting just to be able to do this.
It's very exciting.
To cover the world. We're all related as brothers and sisters, and here in a very special way, we touch you and you touch us. I visualize a few of you that I know about, but the rest of you are part of the brotherhood of man and the sisterhood of man. We're all related, and we must learn how to live together. And so I pray that somehow, out of our touching you and you're touching me, your influence as you walk around your world may reveal that thoughtfulness and love. I have learned from a man named Laubach. He organized a whole art, he wrote the Game of Minutes, and he came to preach for me in the First Baptist Church of Bellingham, and we were sitting in the back pew, but he said to me, he said, Reverend Sheichels, he said, look at that man over there and let's just concentrate and see if he doesn't turn around. He was sitting over the far side. So I began to concentrate, and in a few seconds, that man turned his head and looked clear around to see us. Now what happened, I don't know. But there's something, energy goes from person to person. So I wish for you the very best joys at this Thanksgiving time. Thank you.
And it's wonderful that you know, we use the word web all the time to describe this kind of computery stuff.
Yeah.
And it's neat to every once in a while visualize an actual web of people. There's, you know, and we are connected not by threads of silk,
no,
but by energy,
right,
by the feeling of connection.
That's marvelous.
And so, as we do HugNation, what we want to do is visualize that web, those energy threads that connect us all as we go through the world. And what's neat is you don't even have to know that you're a part of it to be a part of it. So, but let's have HugNation now, as long as we're here and we've got the vibe going. So let's grab ourselves by the shoulders, It's 1 p.m. on Tuesday. Wherever you are when you watch this, hopefully you will feel this. It will amplify your love and connection and help you rocket that feeling all over the world. So hug yourself by the shoulders, and as you squeeze those shoulders, imagine that you're not just squeezing your own shoulders, but you're squeezing your family, your friends, the people down the hall, people down the street, people on the other side of the state, other side of the country, and on the other side of the world. Visualize that web that we just talked about.
How wonderful is the mind that can think that kind of a thought and send it out. We love you, my brother, my sister.
Feel that love. Feel that love, and feel that love coming back to you then, and those arms that are squeezing you are not your arms, but they're our arms. They're the people, all those millions and millions of people that would far rather hug you than hurt you. And as we sit in this moment, try to remember that it doesn't matter where your feet are at, it matters where your head and your heart are at.
Oh, beautiful thought. We transcend time, space. God undergird you. The turtle energy, the unbeginning of life and sustainer of the breath that flows through me and through you. Oh, breath is so wonderful. Rejoice, my brother, my sister. Shalom.
So let's all take in a breath from that. We all are breathing from the same body of air. And as we squeeze, and we are all a part of that one same body of brothers and sisters, as we are all cells in that one organism of life and love. And let's just sit in that brotherhood and that sisterhood for just a moment and feel that hug, feel that love.
Love, grace, shalom. Oh, it means so much. Peace to you.
Peace to you. Thank you for joining us in Hug Nation. Thank you, Grandpa.
Thank you, grandson. Yes, how wonderful.
Thank you so much for joining us. What a treat to have your energy a part of this. If you're watching the archive, hopefully you can feel a little bit of that, feel a part of that one. It is that connection, that web exists 24/7 since the dawn of life. We've forgotten it. Technology has pushed us into our own terminals to view the world, and technology is now giving us an opportunity to feel it once again. So hopefully you are feeling that connection and being a part of us. We feel a part of you. We feel the love. And we will see you next week at Hug Nation.
Great thought, touching the invisible. And it's almost, it's incomprehensible, but I know it exists. You can be sure of that.
Incomprehensible, but I know it exists. There's a lot to that. There's a lot to that. We love you. We're going to send out a little text hug to those that didn't get audio today.
Wonder of wonders. You only live once. Enjoy the color.